All right, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Omar Katuba. I'm an international sports broadcast journalist. There's been a very heated debate all over the world after German Turkish footballer Mesut Ozil of Arsenal Football Club announced his retirement from international football, citing racism and disrespect from members of the German Football Association as his reasons. And now they've been this decision has polarized football fans around the world, and there've been, all kinds of opinions. But of course, when racism is mentioned, you get to hear a lot of emotional and sometimes sentimental comment from people of a certain, background. And I'm talking from the Nigerian perspective. I've seen a lot of comments on social media. People have been basically condemning Germany as a country, for racism, over what has happened to Mesut Ozil. I want to look at the matter holistically and give my own opinion from both sides, what I think has gone wrong. Okay, now this picture you're seeing is the reason for all of the problems. It is the beginning, is where the problem started from. The picture of Mesut Ozil and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who visited London, and of course Mesut Ozil met him, presented a jersey. This was months leading to the World Cup, and this created so much uproar in Germany because, understandably, Erdogan is much disliked in Germany for reasons that is understandable. He is known to be a dictator. He is known to be a man who doesn't like people with opposing opinion. He's put a lot of people in jail in Turkey. He doesn't respect human rights. He treats women, with disdain. And of course, he jailed several journalists who have seen to criticize his approach to leadership. And that has angered people in Germany. Of course, Germany is known to be a democratic state, and anyone who is on the other side of democracy is not liked in Germany. So Erdogan has had a very, negative relationship with the German political, terrain, and of course with Germany as a country. And it's coincidentally, Turkey has the second largest the largest immigrant population in Germany. After Germans, the second amount of people in Germany are Turks. And of course, this is an interesting situation because there are a lot of Turkish people in Germany, and coincidentally, the president of Turkey is not a friend of Germany. So Mesut Ozil took a picture with this man, and this angered everyone in Germany, almost everyone. And he was asked to explain. Now, he was not the only one that was seen, to have met the president of Turkey. There was also Ike Gundogan, who also has his roots in Turkey, who also plays for the German national team. So people asked both of them to explain what they meant by taking picture with Recep Tayyip Erdogan, which is normal. Ike Gundogan came out to explain his own side of the story, and the matter was laid to rest. But Mesut Ozil remained adamant. He refused to speak. And of course, a lot of people complain that you don't want to explain to us what you meant by meeting this man and taking pictures with him. Ozil didn't speak. And of course, that became a problem. Yes, I don't think there's a problem with meeting the president of the country of his roots. It's not a problem. But if this comes across as a slight on the people of the country you claim to love, the country you claim to have given you everything, you owe them an explanation to explain to them that it was not a political statement. It was just a respectful courtesy meeting between you and the president of your roots, which is normal. But Ozil didn't come out to say anything. And in spite of this, the coach of the German national team, Joachim Löw, included him and Gundogan in his final 23-man list for the World Cup. And of course, Germany had a terrible outing at the World Cup, which was a monumental embarrassment. And after the World Cup, people have criticized Mesut Ozil, actually singled him out for Germany's failure at the World Cup. I find that very cheap, very unacceptable, and very low, because you can't blame the entire failure of a whole team on a player. Yes, Ozil's meeting with Erdogan was ill-advised, and of course his decision not to speak was also for me very, very wrong. That's where Ozil got it wrong. But on the part of the German Football Federation, they also got it wrong by not putting an end to the matter on time before the World Cup and after the World Cup. Because normally you should have been able to end the whole controversy so that the team could focus. But Ozil also didn't help matters. Ozil didn't speak. Gundogan spoke and the matter was laid to rest. And that is what was expected of Mesut Ozil. It was actually ordered by the German Football Federation to cut short his holiday and go explain to the president of Germany, Steinmeier, which of course he did. He went to Steinmeier and, there was some kind of dialogue between him and the president, of course, Ike Gundogan. And after continuous, attempt by people to get Ozil to speak, just for him to come out and say, this was a courtesy meeting. It wasn't meant to support Recep Tayyip Erdogan. In any case, it was just courtesy. I respect him as the president of my country. But Ozil didn't speak. And of course, when Ozil decided to speak, he made very scathing, allegations and said he was being attacked or being singled out because he's from Turkey and he is Muslim. And that has caused a lot of uproar, a lot of backlash on the internet all over the world. In Nigeria, for example, I've seen all kinds of comments, people calling Germany a racist country, even the popular comedian Trevor Noah, who is very intelligent, but I think that in a matter like this, he's been too emotional, so he's not been able to properly and critically analyze the situation on ground. Okay, first thing first, my question would be, is Ozil the only player with mixed race playing in the German national team? The answer is no. There's Jerome Boateng, who has been in the national team for many years. There's also Ike Gundogan, who also was part of the team, who has not been singled out, but both of you met the Turkish president. There is Antonio Rudiger. There was Gerard Asamoah of Ghana, who is black, not even fair or white. All of these guys played for Germany at some time. There was also Patrick Owomayela. We never had issues of this kind. But why Mesut Ozil? Why always Mesut Ozil? It will also interest you to know that if Ozil claimed that he loves these people, that Germany gave him everything, but could not respect the emotions and the sensitivity of these people who you say have given you everything, then it shows that you don't even have any iota of respect for them in spite of all they've done for you. Now, Ozil said, when we win, I am German, but when we lose, I'm a Muslim. But of course, Germany lost the European Championship in 2006 in France. Nobody singled him out. Nobody called him a Muslim. Let's be honest with ourselves. Ozil himself has not given his best to the German national team in a very long time. Well, when people fail in managing their situation, what I have learned is that they blame it on racism. They blame it on racism so that the other person will be seen as the bad person. And that is exactly what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I think is happening here. Now, let's tell you a story. Mesut Ozil stopped working with his father in 2013, and since then has not had a very cordial relationship with his father, his own father, because the father represented him in negotiations with Real Madrid, had a meeting with the president of Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, and demanded that his son Mesut Ozil earned as much as the top stars of the club. But President Florentino Perez declined. And what did Ozil's father do? He slammed the door of Florentino Perez's office and left. And for that reason, Ozil's life, career, and time at Real Madrid came to an end. What did Ozil do? He blamed his father for fighting for him and told his father never to work with him again. This is a young man that could not forgive his own father, the person that gave birth to him. Now, what do you expect from such a person who has disrespected the entire country, Germany, who has disrespected the entire people who have supported him all over the years? I haven't seen in a picture with a man that is disliked for obvious reasons. How do you expect the people to feel when you come out after all they have given to you? All you do is to accuse them of racism. Let's be honest with ourselves. Ozil is not being fair. Ozil is playing to the gallery. Ozil is looking for people to pity him. Ozil's approach is populist, and that is the problem I have here. Like I said, I blame the German Football Federation for not properly managing the situation, but I blame Ozil more, first and foremost, for not speaking up when he was asked to explain the matter and let it be laid to rest. That allowed it to fester on, and people became more angry, and the anger became more after a very disgraceful performance at the World Cup. It is normal. You must respect people. You must respect their sensitivity. You must respect their emotions. Germans are very sensitive people. I have lived and worked with them. I know the kind of people that they are. So as a person who has emotional intelligence, you must know the people you are dealing with. Ozil lived and grew up in Germany. He was born and raised in Germany. If by now he doesn't understand how Germans operate, then there's a problem with him. So I want to urge you watching this video right now to properly think, to go deep and look at the genesis of this problem. Research and find out who the person Mesut Ozil is before you analyze this matter. When you are emotional, I don't think that you'll be able to properly analyze this issue. I understand that there are issues, of course, in Germany that has to do with racism, but I don't think that the issue of Mesut Ozil is because he's Muslim or because he's from Turkey. Now, there was a time Jerome Boateng was insulted by a member of AFD party, the far-right political party that is known for of course, xenophobic tendencies, anti-Islamic tendencies, and of course, anti-immigrant tendencies. He said that yes, Jerome Boateng is a great footballer, but not many people would like to have him as a neighbor. There was a backlash, and of course, everyone came up to speak up against this politician. Everyone who mattered spoke in favor of Jerome Boateng, and a hashtag was made popular, neighbor. Everyone spoke. That is Jerome Boateng, whose father is from Ghana, who is black. The whole of Germany stood in favor of him, and even the leader of the AFD party criticized his member for making such a statement, and this member eventually came out to apologize. That is Jerome Boateng, who also is of a mixed race. So I don't think that Ozil is right to claim that he's being treated this way because he's Muslim or because he's from Turkey. Like I said, there are many players who play for Germany, who are mixed race, and who have also played for Germany who are mixed race. But we've never had this issue. So why Mesut Ozil? I also ask you that question. Why Mesut Ozil? Okay, as I end, I want to say that this is my position on the Ozil saga. I don't think it's about racism. I think it's about irresponsibility on the part of Mesut Ozil and members of the German Football Association. Both parties have failed woefully in managing the situation, and it has nothing to do with racism in Germany. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.